Give all praise to the Most High.
Oh, dude.
So thankful to be with my family still. We still delivering shows to you guys.
The siren machine was turned on. We still alive.
Amen. Amen. Even though it might be a portal. But make sure y'all hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you give us a comment and talk about the show if you like it. You know, say you like it. If you don't, you know, talk about a Jonas. I don't care. Whatever y'all do.
They have been Jonas. They say, why they all squeezed all three of them sitting up there like that together?
Ain't that close.
Don't you worry about it. No matter how we sitting, you sit back and get the vision. That's it.
Man,
Did you
in
get
regards
the
to the CERN, have y'all noticed the clouds look different to me? They like yesterday they were super fluffy and puff. Like, man,
so
them
today,
clouds look like some Simpson clouds, man.
Matter of fact, today, let me go
them
ahead
mugs
and pull
was just like some big cotton ball.
Have you heard about it raining sardines?
Yeah, raining sardines. Raining sardines.
Raining
and that was in that movie. Remember
That's
that?
a blessing if, to a man
poor,
that needs some food.
To a poor person, yeah.
He probably was
a homeless person. He was outside in the street
Thank
collecting.
you, guys.
Don't throw that away. Give me that.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
He was out there with his hat on.
Boy.
Man. If stuff hit the fan, we're going to need some sardines to be
rained. Some fish off the sea on the land today.
It has been really hitting the fan, man. Still,
people getting headaches.
Processing plants still burning down, but also they have another food processing plant that's getting ready to be up and running by AI.
What?
It's going to be an AI run factory, and it's to produce like 5,000 tons of meat per day.
What kind of meat is it? Real meat?
I was just gonna say,
that's what I was thinking.
The question of what kind of meat is the debate.
Yeah.
We still, you know, as we know, Joe Biden sold like over 1 million barrels out of our oil reserve to a company in China that his son has shares in.
Hold on, you say that one more. Break that back.
Okay.
Hold on. Bring that back. He sold oil out of our reserve.
And if I'm gonna get ready to pull up the
that
article.
means our stash spot, the oil that they say if we were cut off from the oil supply, we got enough oil to last us 50 years. He sold somebody out of that oil to China, a company that which one is this? The son that has that was caught, doing the drugs in the strip club? Is that laptop one? Mr. Laptop. That's what we're gonna call him. You're right, Mr. Laptop.
As a matter of fact, it wasn't even 1 million. I was wrong. It was actually higher than that. Joe Biden reportedly exports 5 million oil barrels despite U.S. gas prices. The Biden administration exported more than 5 million barrels of oil from its emergency reserves that were released in order to combat sky-high gas prices here at home. And he sold 5 million barrels. So he sold that, not to cut you off, Mojo, but he sold that basically to a company over in China that his son has stake in.
The whole point of them releasing this 5 million barrels was to combat high gas prices in the first place. And he took the oil that was used to combat the gas prices and sent it overseas. I'm sure this was for no money since it was a company that his son was invested in. And we talking about Hunter Biden, correct?
I'm pretty sure they paid something.
Yeah, so I think
somebody got paid a little something. I'm just saying it ain't worth. They didn't get paid the value. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it was worth
cheap rate.
Yeah, if it was worth 10 billion, he sold it for 2 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like he gave him the ultimate discount on this. But at the end of the day, they released this oil from the reserve that we have. Like I said, reserve, that means gas that if all else fails, we can survive off of this from Alaska and Texas. That oil that we have, he sold that to China.
How many barrels do we have total in the?
I just know they said it's a 50-year supply from what I remember.
50-year supply?
50-year supply.
But we use like 66,000 barrels of oil like a day, right?
66,000.
Think about all the things we use oil for, like literally. From products, not just like with the gas is just like a little bit portion of it, but styrofoam cups, like everything that we use oil for.
As of 2016, we rank 11th in the world. We hold 35,230. I'm sorry, 35 What is this? This might be billion. Whoa. Yeah. 35, 230. Woo.
What, 35 billion?
Yeah. That's a big number right here, boy.
Let's see, man.
Woo.
But yeah, stuff like that, man. Shortages.
Is that for sure or what?
This comes from the worldmetersinfo.com.
What?
How much oil we actually hold.
Yeah, in total.
Oh. But yeah, man.
Snaps.
So,
Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't let that number fool you. It says it's only 5 years worth of oil.
Oh.
And he just gave away, how much you say? 5 billion? 5 million?
5 million.
5 million of it.
5 million to a company that his son has stake in.
So he got 5 years of oil left and he want to take some and give it to China.
I mean, they're not using that, so they're still importing.
Don't make me look on this list and find you where China is. We're ranked 11th. I'm sure China's ranked higher than us. So what they need oil for?
Yeah, his son has like a $1.7 billion stake in this the company is called CCP owned company.
Uh-huh.
And Hunter Biden has like $1.7 billion stake in that. Also, did you all hear about the outage out in Canada? The outage in Canada left millions without internet, ATMs. They couldn't call 911. You couldn't even purchase anything, only if you had cash out there. And people were lined up at the banks trying to draw money out. Nope. So it was affecting homes, businesses, internet services. People couldn't call out. Like, man. And when I heard about this, I saw a lot of people leaving comments like, man, it's best to always have a little bit of cash on you at all times now, because you just never know what can happen. And I think this was a test, to be honest with you.
How people will react.
Yes. They're saying that, we had a problem or a minor internal issue within. I think at first they were saying probably a cyber attack threat, but I think this was a test. Now, not only that, so they're also out here in Canada. You have to have. I don't know if they passed the bill exactly, but they wanted to have it to where it's like every 9 months, like every year, you have to get the woohoo.
Oh yeah. I saw
you have to get the woohoo. And remember, they already passed a law to take your guns away, right? You know, and body armor, I believe. So it's added on with that. Yeah. They were already freezing people accounts if you were already protesting against certain things. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden,
truckers protest.
Yes. Truckers protest. Yeah. And basically, yeah, I think this is just.
They want some slaves. That's all.
Canada is a test subject.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I think this is a big, massive test.
So
lab rats. And
so remember, I told you, I made the proclamation not too long ago. I said in the United States, if the power grid were to go down, and when I say power grid, I mean the entire power shift. Everybody kept saying the internet, Facebook, YouTube, all of that, Google. No, what if the power grid just shut down for 1 month? 1 month. The power is out for 31 days. That means there's no gasolines being pumped from the gas station. There's no air. There's no heat. There's no warming or heating.
You can't buy anything.
There's no keeping your food cold. You can't buy anything. There's no ATM. No nothing. Mm-hmm. Your bank account is irrelevant because the bank ain't even open because it's closed because there's no power. Yeah. For 31 days.
That's how you
I say
people, man.
A good 5 to 10% of the nation would kill themselves. And I ain't gonna say commit suicide, but they would die within that 31 days, thinking that they don't have enough food to eat.
No, and that's how you start a war, man.
But thinking they don't have that.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, people, they're going to start a war. That's a war for real.
Yeah, they revolt.
Like, when you listen. When you go to a bank and they tell you can't withdraw money, you can't, people were waking up on their normal day, going to get their Starbucks. They tell them, oh, we can't accept card. We can only accept cash. You cannot call out. You can't call 911. Your internet is out. Just imagine if that was to go on, like you said, for a few weeks. You can't buy nothing at the store. Your food is going bad. That's
I was
war.
just gonna say, I'm talking about you can't go get nothing. Ain't no going to the store to get nothing. Ain't no point in going to the grocery store. They ain't got no power. They ain't got no way to accept to buy food or to make a trade during currency because there is no currency. You could come to them and say, I got a $10 bill. They still can't sell it to you.
Hey, one of the scariest places
You know what I'm saying?
would be the projects. Once the lights go out there, it get real spooky.
I think it would be the suburbs. I think the suburbs would be the scariest place.
No. At the beginning.
The projects is migrating to the suburbs. We going where we know the money at.
No, the food. You said the food, right? It's the first
the
thing
projects got to go to where the food is at.
No, first thing the human being is thinking about food. So
that's what I'm saying. You got to go where the food is at.
It's right there. You got food stamps. There's people out there with food. You don't think nobody out in the project with some food?
Man, most of the robbers and most of them people in the hood are gonna migrate to the suburbs because they know their store's gonna be full of food. The lights has been
out in the one of these projects we used to live in back in the day. Next thing you know, you start seeing cars almost flipping upside down because people out there pulling on their doors trying to break in.
Yeah,
kicking in doors. Once the lights go out, bro, it's gonna
get nasty.
You hear it?
Quick.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm a high proprietor of, gun laws. I feel like, people need to understand the only reason why we need a gun law is not only to protect yourself from foreign and domestic. Foreign means outside. Domestic means people who are here. The government or something like this, a purge type of situation or something like that. If the power grid were to go down and you do got food stored up and saved in your house, you ain't the only one who got it, and you ain't the only one that people think like that. Right. You think these people, like you said in the hood, just gonna disregard your house? No. Out of every house on the block, they coming to kick your door.
Everybody gotta go.
They coming to kick your door in, smash your windows too. So what you gonna do?
And also to add on to this, out in Canada, they also passed a bill C-11. It's a law that will regulate online media from services such as YouTube or Netflix. Was passed through to the Senate and leaving many. So YouTubers and content creators in Canada, they're extremely worried because this will affect, not only the way that they make money, but
their retention time.
Information. Canada is basically regulating. They're basically going to decide. What information should be passed through? What you should see and what you should not see.
So they're going to take it a step further than what YouTube is already.
So you only can upload certain videos, basically.
Basically, if they feel like it's a threat or if it's probably not true information, out.
Bye Dorian Love, David Lynn.
You know what I mean? Like
they're going to the church first. Yeah.
They said this is a worry for content creators on YouTube in particular, where its algorithm creates and recommend videos based on feedback from users, based on everything from how long a video is viewed to how quickly it is skipped. The hearing was revealing I've never been a part of a parliamentary committee before, so I put a lot of effort into trying to come up with the powerful openings to the yada, yada, yada. So basically, you write the scripts of videos. Basically, I don't know, man.
In my mind, I feel like retention time as a content creator, my biggest thing, like you said, obviously the content that I can put out, but even if I can put out the content that I want to, my retention time's going down because now it sounds like you're limiting how much people are able to watch.
Yeah, what I can say and what I can say.
Yeah.
How can what is the guy named?
Which takes away your free speech.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm getting at.
Keep an eye on Canada.
What is the guy named? Trudeau? Is that his name?
Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau. Yeah. That's just like, what if our president here tries to regulate it and say, now we're monitoring what goes on Netflix, what you all see on YouTube, what you can say, what you cannot say. They're already regulating your flow of the economic flow out there. You're already saying that our power and stuff just went out. Like, come on now, what is going on? And Canada's so close to New York.
Can I be honest with you, though?
Canada's so close to New York.
Can I be honest with you, though? To my fellow Canadians out there, you better put up or shut up. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's up. The government's declaring war on the people in Canada. You got to fight for yourselves.
Y'all gave us the pills.
I was just going to say, y'all to turn your guns over now. They finna do what they want with y'all. I'm here to tell people in Canada the same thing I'm here to tell people in the US. If it tries to get like that or when it get like that, y'all better fight for yourselves.
You only can come outside about 3 hours.
See, what Canada don't understand is that in the United States, it's in our constitution to fight for ourselves. Like I said, domestic and foreign.
You said they gonna tell them they can only come outside for 3 hours.
3 hours.
They gonna be on lockdown.
But you're gonna have
shoot program. You
look, check this out. Hey, look, check this out. And then, but some people fall for it. They're gonna say, "Oh, it's for the better good of us." They only want us to come outside for 3 hours because they feel like it'll be a little dangerous. You're gonna have people.
We got you taking a woohoo every 9 months. Every 9 months, we're gonna shoot you up. You so goofy.
Well, some we don't even know that. We still don't know if it's proven true or not.
You gonna step in there every 9 months.
For some that don't work. Like I said, for some we still don't know the work or not.
That's just
they always talking about fake news. What's fake news about that? We don't even know if the woohoo works or not.
That's just the devil messing with you. You so look at your people. Look at the guy. You create these people. Look at these. They're so stupid. And every 9 months they're gonna let me shoot.
So,
I can easily finesse. Man, ain't got to put up no work. Look at this.
Did you all hear about the New York bodega owner? So it's a New York bodega owner. I think he's Dominican or whatever. But I'm not for sure. The story went something like this. It was a woman that came in. I don't think she had enough money to pay for something. She went and got her boyfriend. Her boyfriend basically came in, attacked the bodega owner. And the bodega owner was trying to defend himself. This guy jumped over the counter. There's video of it and tried to kill him. The bodega owner ended up killing him. And he ended up going to jail. The bodega owner. Yes. The bodega owner.
Yes, he's supposed to.
And they tried.
He's supposed to.
They tried. No, he's not. Go to jail for what?
You're supposed to. When you kill someone, you go to jail. You tried
to kill me.
Listen.
Well, no. We gotta talk one at a time. So this guy that tried to attack him had already been on record prior with assault against I think it was a police officer already, but you had a weapon in your hand trying to kill me. And as a store owner, you mean to tell me I'm not obligated to defend myself for somebody trying to kill me? That's the prosecutor out there we were talking about a couple months ago, these new laws that he's passing. You have to be careful with stuff like that. Yeah. If you own something, you can stand your ground, protect yourself. If somebody's trying to kill you, hop over your counter.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stand there and let you kill me cold-blooded? No, in my store.
No.
Okay. Dave, what you say?
What I'm saying is, you can kill them. There's nothing wrong with that because it's self-defense. You're trying to kill me. So if I end up killing you in that process, that's just what happened. We both were. Someone was finna die.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had to protect myself. What I'm telling you and everyone out there, pay attention. This is what the law states. I'm not saying he should go to jail.
No, at first you did. You did.
Come on, keep it real. I'm standing on it. He should go to jail. I'm not saying he should do time. You have to go to jail for manslaughter. I don't care what the situation is. Thou shalt not kill in the Bible. So if we're going to go by not only the Bible and what the Constitution states, if you kill someone, it is no longer a homicide or it's no longer a murder. It is what they call manslaughter. Manslaughter is for accidental deaths. Accidental deaths meaning killing someone far as not meaning to. They crossed the street at the wrong time, stuff like that. Manslaughter.
Okay, so it says a clerk. Situation. Listen, check this out. Here it is right here. It says a clerk for New York bodega was charged with killing a man who attacked him behind the counter. But those who support him say that new surveillance video showing that the shocking incident could help the worker be cleared of charges.
Yeah.
They said his bail was lowered from $250,000 to down to $50,000.
Yeah.
But why was it $250,000 anyway? If he was the one getting attacked, he didn't come from behind his counter. Look at this. He didn't come from behind his. Look at that. Yeah, man. You coming over my counter? I can't. What you got in your? That guy ended up dying.
Yeah.
So you mean tell me we living in a world now to where they want to push this narrative so bad of you just killed a black guy, you just murdered somebody.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
and you need to go to jail for
even in states like Florida and Texas where they have that stand your ground law, you still go to jail for manslaughter. You're not going to do any time. And they may not even attach this to your record, but they're going to charge you with manslaughter.
Yeah,
now, murder is different.
They had him for murder.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I said I'm with you on that. He shouldn't be sitting in a cell. He should not be sitting in a cell for murder. He should be sitting in a cell for manslaughter, and he should be getting out soon.
Protect your own.
He'll probably get off.
Yeah, so don't take it out of context when I say he should go to jail. He should go to jail for manslaughter just to sit until they have this. What we have now, this video surveillance that's going to get him out of jail. Other than that, he shouldn't be doing no time behind this.
Yeah, he get off himself.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Old man. All he was doing is doing his work and by himself. And then you come jumping over the counter
with no loaded gun, and then we get into a tussle. I take it out your hand and make a mistake and shoot you.
It was a knife.
I don't care if it was a pocket knife. I don't care if he had listen, he could have had a crowbar. If he'd have blew his kneecaps off with a crowbar, I wouldn't have been.
People were upset about this. They came out. They like, nah, that ain't right. Like that. This is not right.
It's self-defense. It's not right. Look at that old man.
You coming behind the counter on me?
The hell he's supposed to do?
Man, that old man that old man had some moves.
That old man had a move. He didn't have moves up. He had a move. Let me
wasn't going.
It was a two-piece. Smack the knife down, pull the gun. There was a two-piece.
So also, I'm going to keep an eye on that. But also,
shouts out to that rest in peace.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to
sure.
Shouts out to that brother sitting in the cell, and rest in peace to the brother.
He closed his eyes, and the brother popped up in hell. Okay. They just said.
And you thought, and this woman called him over some stupidity, but he should have known not to jump over no counter to fight.
And first of all, I want you to know. Now, we had that whole conversation about brother, self-defense and everything like that. She should be sitting in the cell for his crime. If he was living today, whatever they was going to charge dude with, she should be getting that charge. Because she called him and brought him in there.
Man, you must really want that money to jump over there and do that.
She called him and put him in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Man, you ain't got the money to pay for it. You gonna call somebody to come and get something from a store and you ain't got no money to pay for it and they ain't got no money. So how else is he gonna get it? You gonna call somebody to come strong arm a cashier at a store for something you can't pay for? Yeah, they should lock her up for the same charges.
He wanted to rob him.
Out of here.
What was he supposed to pick up?
Whatever she wants.
It's gonna be more to come out.
It's gonna be more to come out. But as of right now,
I didn't even read it.
A woman cannot control you to go.
No. She can't control you. What I'm saying is, she did what they would call premeditated murder. You premeditated. You called him to come help you out.
She didn't know he was gonna murder her.
You knew he was gonna rob the store.
She knew he was gonna rob.
You knew he was gonna rob the store.
She probably, you know what? If you know her,
she knew he ain't had no money.
Oh, she knew he was gonna turn up though. That's why she called him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I get my boyfriend back in the face.
Hold on, wait a minute. Like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. What do you think happens when you turn up?
So the situation was the dude was arguing with the woman?
No. The woman went into the store to get something. She didn't have it. I'm assuming the cashier said, if you ain't got it, you can't get it. I'm giving you no freebies.
Allegedly.
We don't know. I'm just saying, this is what, basically. And she called dude. He shows up, jumps the counter. You seen the video. What happened after that? And a body was dropped. Unfortunate.
And it don't matter what happened. Don't jump over no counter on me.
Yeah.
If you ain't got money, I don't even know what you're arguing with the cashier
counter.
Right.
Yo, what you at your job? Somebody hop over the counter.
What we got to argue about? You ain't got no money to pay for it. Get out.
And I know he hated to do that. Nobody want to.
What else are we talking about?
I hate that.
But
it's sad.
New case that I've this was extremely interesting to me. A British pilot trainee dies after mosquito bite leads to infection in brain. Now,
what?
Yes, this is something that and by the way, you all can go. This story I got it from the New York Post. This is not a fake story at all, but no. And British woman training to become an airline pilot was killed after being bitten by a mosquito in Belgium. Now, there's a whole article about this, but I would just tell people to pay attention to, you all, and I'm not insinuating or connecting the dots to anything, but they do release mosquitoes and experiments out. I think Bill Gates did over 150,000. I want to say maybe Google did the same thing too with mosquitoes and experiments. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying this has anything to do with this, but I would just say, just be aware of what's going on. That's it. That's all I got to say about this.
No, I mean, remember when we interviewed the farmers, and that was a subject that I think you brought that up when they were talking to us about, the alternatives to the bees and everything like that, as far as the honey and the pollen goes. We were talking about how they had released a whole fleet of robotic bees out there in order to start generating more pollen out there in Florida. So, yeah, I mean, it's true. And, obviously certain conspiracies that people talk about that are conspiracies, aren't conspiracies, whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of testing going on. And like you said, a lot of release of chemicals. And it doesn't just happen through the air. And it doesn't just happen, fictitiously.
And they say a lot of people under 40 are now all of a sudden just dying of SAD.
Some random disease.
Sudden adult syndrome.
Yeah.
And why do you think all of a sudden these people are dying? Come on now. I'm not going to say it on here. We need to keep the video up. But come on now. All these young people are all of a sudden dying under 40. Millions. Well, no, I don't know, but allegedly. But
why do you think it's under 40? What's up with them? Because at one point I feel like they were trying to kill off their.
Well, some people want to connect it with the woohoo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now I didn't want to say it,
and
but,
then
I don't want.
I seen a video through our pastor, Bishop Danny Coleman.
Shout out to Bishop Danny Coleman.
If
you ever in St. Louis, stop by of Christ Divine Church. But he sent me a video of showing like blood clots in people's bodies that have taken the woohoo that they were saying was like world record long. Like
they are natural.
Like that was very unnatural that people had never seen before. So
the
woohoo wasn't good, man. And I think over 100-some million people in this country took it.
That was a claim.
And I don't know, man.
That was a claim in November.
I think you're supposed to pray to the Lord and ask for guidance and without just taking and putting something foreign inside your body just because you was fearful. And if you're fearful, then you're not of the Lord anyway.
You want to give us that good pain.
God did not. 2 Timothy chapter 1. I don't know, but God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So if you're fearful, then you go already with the devil anyway. So don't take other words when they drop something else, because Biden said it's supposed to be another pandemic that happens. Don't take it. Let me make sure I get the correct one. I don't want to just say a scripture without.
But no, you're correct.
Yeah,
and
it's 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7.
Yeah, and you're correct because but so many people are indoctrinated to take several woohoos. I mean, you got to think about it. You had polio, you had SARS, you had all different types of flus, influenza, malaria, tuberculosis, like all this.
Chicken pox here, for all we know. We don't know what.
Chicken pox, monkey pox, measles. What?
Right.
And this, it's like in an order of sequence. AIDS had one of the biggest campaigns I have ever seen since the woohoo. They had famous people coming out, speaking out about this. They were making it towards it was like, oh, so many people were dying of AIDS.
Right. Didn't they say half Atlanta got AIDS? Why all the dead people are from the AIDS? Because I know half Atlanta not taking pills for it, taking Magic Johnson pills.
Man, listen.
They living a long time with that AIDS.
All I can say is that since this whole woohoo pandemic, man, it just made me to think like, man, they have been putting a lot of stuff together over the course of the years, and it's been working. You make so much money when there's a need for something, when there's a need, and when there is a pandemic. Just like you invest, you make the most money when inflation comes.
That's what I was looking for. AZT. A lot of people died from AZT. Back in the day during the AIDS pandemic, when it first broke out, it was a treatment for AIDS called AZT. Look into that. How many people died from AZT, the treatment for AIDS? And who was in charge of AZT when it came out?
And since we own this,
the same man in charge of what we got going on today.
And since we own this, we remember when we first heard of the woohoo, and then they were saying, hey, stay at your house, you quarantine for like 7 to 14 days and all of that. And then they started saying
10 days.
10 days.
5 days.
And then but it was fine though, right? Yeah. But then all these deaths didn't get reported until people started going to the hospital. Remember, they started showing on television, they had to put people in hallways, they had to put bodies in trucks and stuff like that.
People just laid out.
So wait a second. You mean to tell me when you were telling people to quarantine at the house, nothing happened? But when you wanted people to go out and get tested and go to hospitals and all this, that's when something happened.
Is it the machine that they used to put what's it called?
The ventilator?
The ventilator they was putting them on was really hurting them.
or whatever, and whatever they was giving them. But I just know there wasn't massive calls out to house to pull dead bodies out houses because more poor people quarantined too. So that's all I'm gonna say. We'll get off of it.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. And like I said, in November, there was a rumbling about people saying one of the ingredients in the woohoo was aborted particles. You can make your own information from there. I'm not going to say the word, but you can get it from there.
Or venom.
And venom, not or, and. Remember, it's a mixture of a lot of things. So we can add that in there with the aborted particles. Now, a lot of people said when that information came out, oh, they just,
But let's not go too further on there.
Yeah, they're blowing smoke. But the judge came out, he said the same thing.
In other words, get in the script.
Yeah,
man. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And we can go to different places.
So Tesla, no, this is not some we can stick out, but I just thought this was extremely interesting. I think people should pay attention to. Tesla spotted gathering massive numbers of mega packs outside of their gigafactory in Nevada. Now, if you all don't know what mega packs is, these basically have a potential to be like their own power grid within themselves. So they have all these Tesla has been spotted gathering a massive number of mega packs outside its gigafactory in Nevada. It is a backlog due to supply chain issues and such and such that they're saying. But all I'm saying is that if they're getting geared up, having these storage mega packs of like I said, they have potential, like each mega pack could be its own like power grid. It's electricity, and they're storing electricity. So, and there have been recorded power outages. So I would just tell people to just to start get prepared for certain things. Not saying anything is going to happen, but just have like some type of a plan, man. Seriously.
Not telling you
they've been telling us this for the past.
Not going to happen either.
Yeah, they've been telling us this for the past like year and a half, like putting it right in our faces. And we may be, like I said, nothing may not happen, but
rather safe than sorry.
Rather safe than sorry.
Like you said, if a power grid go down tomorrow, what you gonna do? Have you stored up food? Have you stored up water? Have you stored up enough basic resources that if anything were to happen tomorrow or tonight?
And congratulations to Elon Musk for having
twins with his executive, not his wife.
And he decided he didn't want to buy Twitter anymore. You know they mad. They trying to sue him.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't want to. He don't want to buy Twitter no more.
Nah. He probably saying that most of the people on Twitter are bots.
Probably saying he couldn't even use the data.
Probably saying something.
I'm with you on that.
But
probably
people are upset about this. Come on now. You can't start a whole $44 billion deal and back out. Yeah. You can't do that.
Of course you can.
That's one thing you can do. You playing with our money now.
If you got the money to start a $45 billion deal, you can bag out.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if Twitter's stock price go like to $10. People gonna be watch. Somebody gonna be heated. Is what I'm saying.
You think they was buying in because they?
I was watching it. I added Twitter as soon as
look
he
at how many people say, "Oh, he finna let us go."
Yeah, as soon as he announced that he was gonna buy Twitter, that stock price shot up. Now, when he starts stalling on the deal, saying he wasn't for sure, dropped back down. And now it's not even Monday yet. Now that it came out that he said he's not going to buy it for $44 billion, I'm interested to see what it's going to be on Monday or Tuesday.
Well, all you got to do is look at Dogecoin.
Well, that's different.
Is it?
Yeah, Dogecoin is not doing good.
That's what I'm saying. All you got to do is look at Dogecoin. You want to know the feed of Twitter? Look at Dogecoin.
Well,
he prompted and told people to invest in this, invest in this. This is
at least you know a Dogecoin. It's really nothing backing that up, but a pure word. You know, you should invest in a company if all you have to do is if it's relying on a person's word and a brand. It has to have something to fall back on.
Sometimes as far as loss in interest, loss in, like you said, stock price, loss in engagement altogether. People are going to get off of that. People were downloading Twitter thinking that Elon Musk was going to buy it and start letting them go back to talking how they want to talk, algorithm free, basically. Like now, like you said, the deal done fell through. No one's finna go and invest in them stocks. The stocks are down. It's low for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't even Monday yet. And you got some people higher up that's going to be extremely upset about this.
They are. Ain't no are going to be. They already are. If the deal's out, if it's out here that he ain't doing it, the deal's already done. People have lost their minds by now. You know how many phones? I bet you his phone be buzzing these days. Elon, what's wrong with you?
Also, in other news, they say Lake Mead is continually going down.
What do you mean going down?
So basically, they're saying Lake Mead is in trouble yet again after reaching an all-time low water level last year. It was recently announced that the water level has plummeted even further. This is bad news for both Lake Mead and the people who rely on its waters. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe, so like California, Las Vegas, Colorado, all of them depend on them for water sources. And what is happening is the water levels are continuously going down. So that's just something out there that I put out there.
Okay, they're saying that it's drying up due to law.
They say the water level in Lake Mead is now so low that the iconic Hoover Dam is at risk.
Yeah.
If the lake levels continue to drop, it could force the closure of the dam's powerhouse. Now, the Hoover Dam, people depend on that for their electricity and their water and all of that. So this is definitely something that to pay attention to as well. This would be a major blow to the economy of the southwestern U.S. as the dam provides electricity for millions of people. So, yeah, that's all. Hey.
So it says over the last few decades, due to rising temperature, climate change, cracked earth and mud where water used to be at. Now, like you said, only 30% full. Over the years, they say rusted debris, sunken boats have emerged. More recently, even some darker discoveries as far as human remains lost for decades.
People throwing bodies over there. Huh?
Dropping bodies over there.
They probably get ready to solve a lot of cold cases. New cases too.
They're probably all bones now.
It's drying
all
up.
The catfishing probably ate on them.
Yeah, it's drying up out there.
Different animals. Right.
Black Wall Street Chamber president and her husband found dead in Oklahoma home. I just wanted to put that out there. The president of the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce and her husband were found dead Wednesday morning in their Oklahoma home in what investigators are calling a domestic incident.
Both of them in a domestic incident? How both of them died?
That's what I want to get people to start to question, not just to like.
They was really going at it. I've never seen a domestic incident with
it says
both parties died.
They found Sherry Gamble Smith dead and her husband, Martin Everett Smith, in critical condition. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The cause of death has not been publicly released, but police are looking for a suspect.
Okay, well, I mean, they feel somebody killed him.
I wonder why, though. This is extreme. This is fishy to me.
Well, like, what exactly did they do? Like, what is the Blackwall?
That's the thing, and I'm gonna be honest. I never really dug into them before until I just thought it was crazy how all of a sudden this wasn't major news. You know what I mean? But it did come across my feed that she had passed away, and I'm like, what? Her and her husband? Oh, wait a second.
I created
something to that.
Yeah, it has to be.
Somebody killed him. Like, I wonder what they was trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, if they was trying to, do something, bring the brothers and sisters together on something, rebuild Blackwall.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
like, what made them on the radar
in place?
Yeah, it had to be something.
Got to be a deal. Somewhere.
More information. Hopefully, more information will come out about this, and it will be. Somebody gonna come out and say something like, "Hey,
they killed." Yeah, she was finna do a deal.
I know we got just a little bit of more time left. League of California.
May they rest in peace too.
Absolutely.
God bless them.
You know what? Yeah, that's not fast forward over that.
Yeah.
And blessings to their family and strength to their families as well. A husband and wife murdered. Yeah, together murdered. Man, and I killed. Man, God bless them, like you said.
Murder, man.
Murder.
That's a dang on shame, man.
A leak of California gun owners' private data had got leaked about a week ago. Basically, the California Department of Justice admitted it had exposed the personal information of as many as hundreds of thousands of gun owners in the state in a controversial data breach that appears of a far broader scale than the agency first reported. So basically, names were released, birthdays, gender, race, driver license number, address, criminal histories of people who were granted or denied permits to carry concealed weapons between 2011 and 2021. How did all that manage to get leaked?
On purpose.
People's addresses. You able to see their know just all types of data. And now the California's Attorney General, who oversees the agencies, ordered an investigation in the expose. Says he was deeply disturbed by it. So that wasn't, that was just a quick food for thought. Also, California will end arrest for laundering for prostitution.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a lot of brothers.
They want
on
y'all
the
to get out there and be in Disneyland.
Yeah, go out there and commit that fornication to sin against God. Go out there and commit adultery. How much for the lollipop special? There's gonna be people on the corners breaking deals.
They say Gavin Newsom on Friday signed a new state law that will stop police from arresting people for loitering for prostitution, an issue that divided sex workers and advocates during a rare 9-month delay since state lawmakers passed the bill last year. And that's all. I'm gonna go further on that, but come on now, y'all.
Oh yeah, the devil got to work now. Go ahead, work. They out there. They gonna have hotels. The prostitutes pimps gonna be in the hotels with the prostitute. They gonna have rooms for it. I already know where we can go to a room at, baby. We can go to such and such. To the budget in.
To the
$25. We got a discount deal.
Why wouldn't you give the pimp the discount? The prostitution, the pimp the discount. They're gonna be staying here all week.
You hear me? All week.
You got the
Don't worry about no hourly special. I got a weekly special for you.
You got the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson resigns.
I thought you was gonna say he was added in on one of them boys. I was gonna say, woo, they got him too.
He's resigned, and dig this. Now they said is close to 300. At the time when this came out, they say over 50 members of parliament quit the government. Do y'all see what's going on? Yes.
Yeah.
President quit.
I like it.
50 members of the parliament quit. The prime minister had to resign. It's some new rules getting ready, huh?
He had to resign.
Yeah,
he
had to resign
because of the situation, right? The little conspiracy they got going on.
Yeah,
was it a sexual case?
I'm not sure, but I do know when he was making his little speech, the guy just tapped him on the shoulder, like, "All right, it's time to get up."
Time to get up.
Real?
Yeah.
Somebody tapped him on his shoulder.
Yeah, like
he was over there doing some foul things, man.
And you got over 50 members of the parliament quit though. Something is shaking. Something is shaking. I do got a whole lot of other stuff that we should cover, but I know we running short on time.
He'll be all right.
It's just nip this in the bud, man. We hope everybody stays safe. Yes. Also, the former prime minister of Japan was assassinated.
May rest in peace.
Rest in peace to him as well.
So many people are
getting
overweight
these prime ministers up out of here, ain't they? UK, they made him resign. They didn't kill the Japanese prime minister. Like, dang, what's going on out here?
50 members of the parliament
Don't
quit.
Forget the what is it? The
Mark Middleton,
the Haiti president too.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
we know why he got
peace.
killed.
May rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to all of them. But the brother in Haiti, we know why we know why they got him up out of here.
He wasn't with the woo.
Well, it wasn't the woo-hoo. It was what he had for the woo-hoo. It was that drink they was over there. I'm saying,
but he wasn't with it.
Yeah, he wasn't with it.
He won't that.
I mean, let's keep it real. They were one of the only countries in the Western Hemisphere that didn't have the woohoo juice.
But he was saying why he didn't take it though.
Because he wasn't with it.
He had that natural remedy and he had the ingredients.
But then
we ain't asked you that.
As soon as he admitted that,
get him up out of here.
And now they got it
over
there.
Not the US in control. Yeah. We gonna put who we want in president. We gonna put who we want in place over there.
A little puppet. We got us some puppets.
Oh, we got plenty of. They might send Barack over there. Handle that. Get over there, Michelle. Handle that. Clear up the street.
Hey, man.
Mark, also, before we get out of here, Mark Middleton, also, who was...
they got him too?
Yeah, he's gone. He was an advisor to... Oh, crap.
He was with one of them presidents, wasn't he?
Yeah. But they're trying to investigate his death. They want to say it's they ruled it as a suicide, but people not buying that.
Suicide.
So he was a former advisor to President Bill Clinton, whose death is now under scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
So
as it should be.
Hey, you all, continue to keep your head out in the world of economics.
Be sober,
sober-minded. Yes.
Be vigilant. You understand, and man, all of these prophecies are being revealed in the Bible. If you don't know that Bible, there's no reason to know about everything we just talked about, because it's not going to matter. You know, you just going to go down with the system. Only way to get to heaven and it's through Jesus Christ. So you got to know that Bible, and the only reason we presenting these things to you so you can be aware of what's going on in the world and how you don't have control over it, let alone control over yourself. If you're in Canada right now, you know, that's just to show you, man, you get shot up every day. Every 9 months they give you a shot. You can't defend yourself, so therefore we can come in and tell you, you know, get on the floor.
And the U.S. need not be acting like we're somewhere so privy or we're so far behind.
Amen.
Right? They out here talking about getting rid. They're trying to pass laws to get rid of guns right now. Amen. They're talking about getting rid of the AR-15. That's probably literally the only reason why we haven't been invaded. Not just because the AR semi-automatic weapons, or why the U.S. is in a predicament that they're in far as the citizens and what little freedom we have left. It's not due to you having pistols. It's semi-automatic weapons. As long as regular citizens can carry more than 30 rounds of ammunition on them legally, you have to think twice before you say, we're going to mandate the woohoo to everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to cut your jobs off if you don't want to do this. Amen. Things of that nature.
Hey, please
stay disciplined out here.
Subscribe, like, and give us comments and give us feedback, man. We really do this for y'all.
Facts.
And if you want to donate,
talking crazy in the comments, send a cash app next time.